We're gonna be doing how we had been doing before.
And we are back, and I am heading in your general direction as always, because you always like to start off in a completely different section than I'm in.
I'm a wanderer, baby. What are you gonna do?
I'm like, hey, let's record, and then you go off and maybe as far as possible, way, way disgustingly far for no apparent reason, and then I gotta go and find a way to catch up to you and be like, oh, okay, well, whatever. Whatever,
You
this was
like my
fun.
wanderings.
I'll just travel over everything so I can get on over to you.
You need my wanderings. It introduces you to new lands and new landscapes,
Oh,
new
look,
people.
there's trees. I've never seen a tree in this game before. I'm saying you're ridiculous, sir. I'm saying that you are completely and totally wrong.
I got your point. I just
Did you
didn't
understand
like
it?
Yeah, I just didn't like your point. That's all.
Why not? Is it too close to the truth?
Yeah, and you're being abrasive. And remember, our couples counselor told you to stop doing that.
Or what? You're gonna get a hurting? I might just flip off the handle and smack you again for no apparent reason.
We're just gonna keep having to pay $75 an hour until you figure it out.
Hey,
I'm not the one who pays for that.
You might be paying $7,500 an hour, but I don't have to pay the $750 an hour for you to get an abortion.
Yeah,
that's not happening anymore.
And you're a bastard for it, and I'll never forgive you.
That's okay. We have probably about 35 bastards that I protected from coming into this world.
Yeah, are you going for the record or something?
I'm going for something.
You're going to invite Guinness over to
Well, actually, I'm just the one that's paying for it. You're the one that's has had their insides sucked out at a disgustingly large degree.
At a regular rate?
Yeah.
I walk in and I say the usual.
The thing is that they're actually impressed that you can still have kids. That you're not barren as shit by now.
Yeah, they're like, still? Yes.
You got pregnant again? How many coat hangers do we need to take to that cervix until it's nothing ever happens from it?
They're like, first of all, wow.
Second of all, how can you even walk getting that much sex? Third of all, wow.
How do they know how much sex I have? It could just be every one time, you know? I'm just very fertile.
I don't know, man. You gotta have that situation where I'm guessing that is after you've had an abortion, you probably at least have a couple hours. You just come in like once a week.
I take it as me time?
Yeah. Wow, there's some deep-ass caverns around here.
You better watch your step. If you're coming towards me, so you're coming under my chateau.
I'm not even close to that.
Oh.
I'm just walking around and every once in a while you see this huge giant just cavern and I look down and it just kind of goes off into nothing.
And it's intimidating?
Lots of caves.
I got distracted because I decided that I'd build an NPC village, a non-player character village. And
hold on, there's just like this huge giant hole in the ground and there's some sheep down there and there's a skull. There's a skeleton. And there's a creeper right next to the sheep just hanging on out.
Just relaxing. They know where their bread is buttered and it isn't in sheep.
I don't know. I haven't been into too many worlds, but I didn't know that was a pretty common occurrence where there's just this huge giant gaping holes and then just weird crap down there.
You should mark it the way Mikey marks it, which is just a bunch of torches.
That's okay. All I have to do is just kind of walk around and we see a bunch of crazy shit, so it's not a big deal. Oh, I see a path up in the sky. You know what that means?
That means you're close to my highway?
Probably. And each time I have to get up there, that's always really, really precarious and weird.
Where were you? Are you where we were last time, which is...
Yeah, I was in the NPC village.
Oh, gotcha.
I was in that way far away NPC village.
I made a bed over there and stuff.
Yeah, I actually joined the game and it was nighttime and, zombies kept on attacking the NPC village. And so I'd go around and kill them. And then as I'm killing stuff, a boomer, I always call them boomers, would walk up behind me and then destroy it. And then I'd walk around and try to fix it again. And then as soon as I'd kind of get everything fixed, a boomer would come up and destroy it.
Yeah.
And then I just sort of walked away.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen where I am now.
Are you still working on your NPC village?
Yeah, I started it 2 days ago,
Why don't you tell everyone
Yeah.
what you're planning on doing?
So I was reading up on NPC villages, and it turns out that, well, before I started building one, I thought I remembered reading that a certain amount of doors and a certain amount of windows in a location ends up populating more and more non-player characters, NPCs. So I started clearing out the area underneath my chateau that, if anyone's seen this show before, they know that my glass house in the sky. So just below, I was tired of going so far to try and like uh, greet these NPC characters, because they do weird things, like they have things to trade, and they'll trade you stuff for emeralds, and they'll trade stuff for the emeralds that they traded you. So you could have one emerald for a glowstone, where or you could have 5 wheat for an emerald. So if you had both of those, then, and if they had wheat farms, then you could just trade them the wheat for the emerald, trade them the emerald for the glowstone, and then you'd have technically an infinite amount of glowstones until they change their trade. And evidently, once you use their trade, like once you trade them what they say that they'll trade, they have a possibility of changing that trade.
Coming up with a new
So
trade? So
yeah,
you can't just do it infinitely?
maybe. So I found that glowstone trade uh, at another NPC village, actually the one that you were just at, and I was thinking, well, if I had an NPC village nearby, which none of them are nearby to us currently, then I could just keep trading people stuff and wait until something awesome came up, and you know, it would be cool because then I could organize it instead of having it be chaos the way it is now, which is everything's laid out kind of the same way, but it's not orderly and it's not pretty.
Utter
so
chaos.
so I cleared out a relatively big area below my chateau, and I'm starting to build the village. And then another player on this server, Kent 341 or whatever his name is on here, he was like, "Are you sure that you can? Are you sure that you can start an NPC village? Like, I thought you can only expand them." So I said, "Well, yeah, I better research that before I go any further here." And so I pulled it up earlier today, and sure enough, you can build it, but you have to then transport a non-player character, an existing non-player character, over to that village for him to take up residence there. So now I can build this whole village, and then I'll have to build tracks and a mine cart and then push it all the way over here in order for him to recognize this as his new home. He has to be within 30 blocks of... Oh, shit.
Dude, what is going on in the kingdom?
He has to be within 30 blocks of this new NPC village for him to set up residence here, and then more NPC characters will generate based on how many doors, houses, windows there are.
When was the last time you been to the castle?
Probably a few days now. Is there nonsense happening?
There's like NPC shop be canceled. What? Due to a limited deals per NPC? I'm just like the stuff that's going on. Are they expecting to go and bring the NPCs over to the village so that they could actually just have shops there all the time, or what?
I don't even know what you mean right now.
Here, why don't you come on over to the castle and check it on out?
Okay. Sure thing. I'm actually like surrounded by those creepers right now, so I am going to stash some stuff and then fucking run for it. Let's see.
What the hell? Trying to figure out where the hell all our crap is now. Where's all my forges at? Nice.
Those guys have been dying a lot today. I don't know what it is. Like, Kent came on and he died from a spider, and then he died from falling, and then he died from something else. I was like, and then he logged off, which...
He's like, I'm tired of all this dying. I'm not a fan of it. Why is there a switch down here? What is going on?
Came back and everything's changed.
The hell?
And Daddy doesn't like change.
That's not good.
I'm wondering...
Dude, what the hell is going on?
I'm wondering if I go outside if there'll be a creeper there, because that would be bad news.
I am totally lost underneath the castle now with some stuff that I've never seen before. What the hell? Oh, crap.
Free Disney,
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. You know what?